My stepson had a 12-inch problem, so I helped him. My name is Rachel, and if someone had told me a year ago that my life would revolve around a 12-inch problem, I would have laughed in their face. But here I am, a suburban stepmom in the heart of Texas, sitting at my kitchen counter with a half-finished cup of coffee, telling you about the moment everything in our household spun into chaos. And all because of my stepson, Ethan. Ethan is 16, smart, sarcastic, and sometimes way too confident for his own good. He's my husband David's son from his first marriage, and ever since he started spending more time at our house, I've been learning how complicated and hilarious being a stepmom can be. The story really started one Friday afternoon. Ethan came storming into the house, his backpack swinging off one shoulder, muttering under his breath about how unfair life was. I was at the stove, trying not to burn the pasta sauce, when I heard him slam something down on the counter. "What's wrong?" I asked, turning around. He glared at the object in front of him. At first, I thought it was some kind of strange tool. But when I stepped closer, I realized it was a sandwich. A 12-inch submarine sandwich, to be exact, from a local deli called Big Tony's. The thing was ridiculous layers of turkey, roast beef, ham, cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, onions all stacked inside a fresh hoagie roll that looked like it could double as a baseball bat. "This," Ethan announced dramatically, "is my problem." I blinked. "Your problem is lunch?" He dropped into a chair and buried his face in his hands. "You don't get it, Rachel. This isn't just a sandwich. It's humiliation. It's the reason half the school is laughing at me right now." I had to bite back a smile, because honestly, the way he said it was way too theatrical. "Okay, slow down. Tell me what happened." Apparently, Ethan's friends had dared him to take on Big Tony's Titan Challenge, finish one of their giant 12-inch subs in under 15 minutes and get your picture on the Wall of Fame. No big deal, right? Except Ethan had bragged all week that he'd crush the challenge, that it would be easy, that he was basically the king of sandwiches. Well, he didn't. He barely made it halfway through before giving up, and his friends recorded the whole disaster on their phones. By lunchtime, the video had spread around school. "They're calling me Tiny Bite Ethan," he groaned. Even Coach made a joke about it during practice. "I'll never live this down." I finally let out a laugh, which earned me a dirty look. Sorry, I said quickly. "It's just. Ethan, it's a sandwich. People will forget about it in a week." But he shook his head. "No, you don't understand. This is high school. People never forget. I need redemption. He jabbed his finger at the sandwich. "To conquer this thing." I looked at the giant sub sitting between us, then back at him. He was serious. Dead serious. "Ethan," I said carefully, "are you asking me to help you train for a sandwich-eating competition?" "Exactly." His eyes lit up. "You get it. You're the only one who gets it." And that's how I, a grown woman with a perfectly normal job and 100 more important things to worry about, ended up spending my weekend coaching my teenage stepson through something we started calling the 12-inch redemption plan. We treated it like a sport. David, my husband, thought we were both ridiculous, but even he couldn't help laughing when he saw Ethan timing himself with a stopwatch, practicing how to strategically layer bites like a pro eater. I bought smaller subs from the deli to help him build endurance, while Ethan kept a notebook tracking his progress. It wasn't just about the sandwich anymore. Somewhere between the laughter, the mess in the kitchen, and the way Ethan started opening up more about his school life, I realized this problem was giving us something we'd been struggling with, a real bond. He started telling me about his classes, his friends, even how hard it had been adjusting to having divorced parents. Things he'd never shared before. Of course, training for the Titan Challenge wasn't smooth sailing. There were mishaps. There was the day Ethan tried dunking half a sub in water, like competitive eaters do, and ended up gagging so hard I almost called 911. There was the night we accidentally left a practice sandwich out, and the dog got into it. Let's just say we were up until 3 a.m. cleaning that disaster. But through it all, we laughed. A lot. And the whole time, that 12-inch sandwich sat like a challenge between us. A problem that wasn't really a problem at all, but an excuse for us to grow closer as a family. What I didn't know was that the redemption day was coming sooner than I thought, and when it arrived, Things went completely off the rails in a way none of us could have imagined.